Well, hello there. Today I will be taking probably quite a brief look at Squad. And instead of a stream, this is just gonna be like a recorded video because I kinda tried streaming the game. And unfortunately, whenever I try that, the frame rate just dips insanely. That's the first problem. I think it's mostly like Unreal related. And the second problem is that to get anything resembling a decent frame rate, I very much need to drop the graphics really low. And the biggest problem is that the render resolution also really needs to decrease. Regardless of whether I need to use DSR or, the FSR that AMD has or whatever. And I think that's a really big problem because this game often has some really long range engagements, right? Kind of like the Arma problem where you just get taken out by some pixels a little bit away, and that's kind of it. Also, yeah, there's a lot of, I guess, Russian servers and stuff. And just like others, like Turkish servers and German servers and a bunch. But just to be safe, I will probably leave the, microphone off. But if you plan on playing that way all the time, that's probably putting yourself at a pretty big disadvantage. Because the game is really built around communication. Unfortunately, they've done it in a really lazy way, where it's either like voice comms or almost nothing, right? You won't really see markers on your screen popping up and being able to easily tag locations or draw on the map like you can in Arma. And to me personally, this feels like an odd mix between, I don't know. It's supposed to be inspired by Project Reality. It's like a little bit like Arma, but maybe Reforger, but also feels a little bit odd. For example, if we go to the base right now, luckily there are some vehicles here, but other times I've also seen that, you just kind of run out and you can't even spawn ones. And the ones that are there, oftentimes you're asked for I guess the vehicle request to get your squad leader to approve that, which feels unnecessary for when you're, just trying to get around. I could understand that for armored vehicles. There, it would make pretty much perfect sense, right? But for, for very lightweight vehicles, just like a little car to, drive around, I don't think you'd really need that. Oh yeah, and you can also very much see that if I have only iron sights, there's not a lot of magnification. And I won't really be able to see much at a distance at all, right? Anyway, seems like we're fighting some enemies on that side, so let's just head out. And it was kind of odd because, I'd kind of want to do logistics and stuff, and then there just weren't logistics vehicles available. Anyways, let's try to revive a friendly and kind of hope for the best, right? There we go, and we immediately get shot. Well, that frickin'... Yeah, probably should have dragged the friendly a little bit away. Yeah, enemies will sometimes actually just do that. They're gonna take out someone and wait for friendlies to come up and revive them, and then they're gonna get shot. Also, why does this feel laggy? Oh gosh. what's the situation here? There's some enemies there, presumably there. There's also lots of friendlies just vibing here. Oh yeah, another thing about the game, aside from the horrible lag and issues with the frame rate, is that the markers for friendlies only show up when you are, you know, either close or looking straight at them, right? Ah, dang it. Ah, dang it. Come on. Oh, we just get hit with freaking RT or something. Why is the frame rate so bad? Okay. Let's start the dynamic frame rate limiter. And let's just try to work around the game being kind of stinky. Okay, there we go. Gosh, we got hit so freaking hard. Are you friendly? My game is just straight up freaking melting right now. I don't understand what's going on. Why did the game work so bad? Okay, there's a medic. They're healing me. Sadly, I can't really get back out. Oh, there we go. Goofiest for game. Attempt number 2. This is unplayable though. I don't understand. Like the GPU usage is not that insanely high. And yet it runs like utter shit. The fuck? I don't understand. Now the game does give you like binoculars sometimes, which are really nice, but swapping between stuff takes a while. So yeah. Anyways, I think this map is like a non-starter. I don't know why. We're just gonna have to quit out and find like a different server or something. It is surprising how badly the game runs. Like the thing is, they promised that, oh hey, you know, moving to Unreal 5 would let us iterate faster. Which is more or less the promise, right? That, you know, you're gonna get like dynamic lights and you won't have to worry about light baking. And, you know, LODs are not gonna be an issue. And the people behind Unreal are just kind of lying about it. And you get games that run like dog shit. And also an insane amount of development effort actually went into this, like porting over to Unreal Engine 5. And yeah, instead of new features and maybe optimizing UE4, instead people ended up with this. And I feel like, you know, if this ran as well as Battlebit or any of the Battlefield games, I'd be having a better time. Or maybe it's just this game in particular really hating, you know, recordings and stuff. On the other hand, like the good news is that there's so many freaking like factions and stuff, right? Okay, the encoding very much did get overwhelmed. It's been a while since a game has run like this badly. Holy frick. Even the textures aren't loaded in. But like all of my SSDs, they don't really show that much like load or anything. This is just the game being weird for no good reason. What the hell? I don't know how bad this looks on stream. Well, not on stream, but like in the recording, but this is a literal slideshow. And it actually ran better off, you know, well, while not being recorded. Let me actually, I don't know, maybe I can just disable game capture for a bit. Nope, that did not fix it one bit. It still runs like absolute crap. Oh gosh. Like, look at this. This is such a mess. You know what, let's do the due diligence and try to restart the game. Maybe I just got very, very unlucky, right? Okay. Oh, and instead of just closing, it shows it as a crash. Fun. I wonder if you can run it with, like, I don't know, Vulkan or something. So, squad run with Vulkan. Or maybe DX11. Maybe that's the thing. Oh, and they're asking about it on the, like, Steam discussions, and they're just like, oh yeah, DX11 does not support nanite. And yeah, they're just not gonna do that. So I'm guessing that's just not an option. Either we try DX12 or it all just kind of ends here. Okay, there we go. We are back, and let's try again. Right, let's find a match. Hopefully something close enough, and in Europe. Not completely full ones, right? That's a clan server. Seems like this game is really big in like Russia or whatever. Oh, and these are almost okay, the sorting's broken. Never mind, that's fine. It might have just been like a fluke. I'm kind of hoping. Because, okay, off stream it did perform better, but it still makes the GPU go up to like 80%. Just to get like 60 FPS, which is crazy. I don't know. I think even, okay, Operation Harsh Doorstop, that game is, well, at least it was kind of dead last I tried it. It did perform marginally better. Meanwhile, what was it called? Like Operation Sandstorm or something like that, right? That one. That was actually way better in comparison. Point is, at the current day and age, I have no idea why anyone would go for Unreal Engine 5. I'm kind of half expecting Nvidia to be just bribing people. I kind of hope that they are, because that engine is just ruining games. Either that or you give Nvidia a bunch of money for like, I don't know, 50, 60 Ti 16 gig. Unfortunately over here in Europe, that kind of GPU is around 600 euros right now. Which is also insane, because, you know, AI is kind of ruining that market. Okay, let's try joining a squad and see what's up here. What if I... Yeah, I just want to spawn as a crewman. Okay, nothing's loaded in yet. What I want to do is literally grab like a truck and bring some logistics over to the base we have. Oh hey, yeah, nothing has loaded in. Well, that's a little bit crazy. That's a regular truck. Regular trucks fit logistics in them, right? Yeah, let's actually try that. Oh, I've been kicked. Okay. Let's join another squad. But I still have the basic kit with one magazine. Okay. See, now here we have to ask the squad leader for the vehicle claim. Sometimes it just seems to work, other times And normally I guess you'd ask over like voice comms for them, but I'm not using those this time, and I don't think I want to. Okay, we're just gonna make our own squad then. Frick this. There. We have a new squad, and we're gonna pick the squad leader kit. There we go. Fully loaded, and now at least we won't have to ask anyone for permission to use the vehicle. Oh, and I see the game still using the SSD at 100%. I think it might be like loading in assets or something. Oh gosh, both the encoder and the game got overloaded here. And what I want to do is load in logistics, but it seems like this truck doesn't actually fit that much, right? It only fits like 300. Well, that's still something, although it is usually like, I don't know, only 2, maybe 3 rearms. So this would normally be a truck that gets used for transporting people. Gosh, I don't think I can drive like this. I've also had cases where some games just mess with the graphics driver where, you know, like something happens and then I can't even launch the game until a restart. Now, you could blame Intel for making jank GPUs, but I've not really had games in other engines mess the system up this badly. Okay, now it seems to have fixed it for some reason. What a weird as frick setup. Nope, definitely not fixed. Either way, I just want to resupply the friendlies. Now, is that it? Yes, that is it. We actually got to turn that way. Up. Up, that's a little bit too far. Alright, no external cameras for vehicles either. At least in comparison to like Armor Reforger, this game does give you, you know, a decent map. So that's at least something, right? And here's the compound. Let's just drive up here. Now, can I unload from here? No. Oh wait, yes I can. There we go. Hell yeah. And for what it's worth, it seems like friendlies are engaged with enemies just beyond this side. actually spot anything from here? This is where we're gonna have like the other issue, which is the fact that the graphics are like exceedingly blurry. Let's try to disable the frame rate limiter and just try to go with whatever. Oh, that is so much different. Oh no. No, wait, no, it's still stuttery. I guess I was reading the stats wrong. Oh, nope, the stutters are still there. Okay, so someone's reasonably close. There's plenty of friendlies up ahead, though. I was just trying to push up and, you know, find some others. Gotta wait for the stamina to recover. There's no friendly, yep. I might want to go down to the street level here. It is amazing how big the maps are. Unfortunately, the overall game just doesn't really work. If this is the future of gaming, I'm gonna have to save up money for months to buy like a crappy NVIDIA GPU. Now, if I ever went over to using Linux as my main OS, that would still just make things worse. Ah, dang it. Yeah, I mean, if I ever went with Linux, then, you know, I'd also be kind of screwed. Can I? Let's just join another existing squad. Let's go with an RPK and spawn. Gosh, I don't know. Where are the fobs? Oh, there, this one. Okay. And we did bring a bunch of ammo, so at least we will be able to like deploy there and, you know, not feel bad about resupplying. And here we are. Oh, insufficient ammo. I wonder how that happened. There we go. And the recording is stuttering again. So we have 2 mags. It's interesting. The game doesn't even spawn you with like half of your ammo if you can't resupply. It spawns you with basically nothing. Which is kind of insane. Like, why would you make the game work so freaking badly for players getting into this? Ah, dang it. Where the fuck is that from? Oh, that's a friendly. Hello. What the frick? Where am I getting shot from? Yeah, that's the thing. I can't really see an enemy when they're just like 3 pixels off in the distance. And sometimes you just kind of end up in those circumstances and can't really do much of anything. Oh, there was a friendly that was down here recently. Nope, literally don't see anyone. Frick it. Oh, I can go up. Okay, there's some fire there. And apparently that's just an area full of enemies. Now, unfortunately, I do have only like 2 mags. Probably shouldn't stick around here. Also, cool. 10 hours. Oh, that's my bedtime reminder. Oh wait, no, that is ours. Hello. Yeah, those are friendlies. Thankfully it shows me the damn icon. Like, goddamn. Okay, I don't have any grenades because I did spawn without resupply. The friendlies are engaging. I think I might have gotten at least one of them. I don't know. I feel like the game could be good with some like balance changes and some other stuff, but mostly if it didn't run like absolute ass. Like, what am I supposed to say? I played it for a while and okay, it runs better when I'm not recording, but you turn on OBS and the game suddenly hates your guts. And I don't think games should do that. And that's about it. See you around.